Well, hello, Martin. Nice to see you again. I didn't see you, but I saw this awesome video that you put up on YouTube. What are you waiting for? And yeah, despite the fact that the soundtrack is awesome, Sigur Rós is awesome. To the point. What we're dealing here with is a problem that we made up ourselves. The problem is that the governments only are able to abuse their power because we give it to it or them, I don't know the term. The problem is indeed that actually everybody should be responsible for himself, and as a free human being you will be able to be responsible for yourself. The problem is that since we are tied to restrictions and laws and orders, we are not free to move, so we cannot really take the responsibility for ourselves. How good that our governments are taking it away from us. Yeah, great, because when we give it to them, well, the actual the danger that is tied to that giving away responsibility is that someone else could misuse it, and that's actually what's happening. And we should be very careful with people telling us that the government is evil and blah blah, or want to change things, that like Barack Obama. Let's say Barack Obama is one of those guys who really say we can make a change, and he actually doesn't really understand what we have to change in order to get a better life. And what we should get in order to get a better life is the responsibility for ourselves back. This is what we should take, and we don't have to ask anyone for that. We don't have to ask our governments if he may or may take the responsibility for our lives back. Of course they would not allow us to do so, because then Bush wouldn't be able to become a dictator. And that is what it's all about. If you American guys think that you are heading towards an election, then consider that George Bush would have done like 8 years now. For 8 years he would have done everything for nothing. George Bush didn't come up with, or the whole government around him didn't come up with Patriot Act 2 for not making use of it during his period of legislative period. Is that the word? I don't know. You know what I'm saying, you know, his time. Yeah. And so this is what we all should be thinking about, because this is actually what the problem is. We always blame someone else when we are suffering, and this is totally wrong. This is totally wrong. I don't find any other word, because if we suffer, no one except us is responsible for that, because actually not even the government can take the responsibility for ourselves away from us. There's always that we have to try each one for ourselves to get along with the day, and we don't have any options to do anything, because laws and restrictions and everything that is facing us is tying us down. It's just cutting our possibilities down. We don't have any I mean you know what really would make me happy is to go back to see my family in the United States, where I was in 1991-92 as an exchange student. And I have a family in America, and I really would like to see them again. I mean, I was back there visiting them somewhere around 1995-96. That was 4 years after I was there as an exchange student, I promised my mom I won't let it happen that it take any other 4 years to come back and see her again. Now it's been 12 years and I couldn't do shit about it because I couldn't go there, because I was not permitted to enter a plane without a ticket. If I would have done, I would have been thrown out and criminalized, and it's all forbidden. You know, that's what I'm talking about. We don't have any chances to do what we actually should be doing in order to become happy. So this is the problem. We don't just give away our responsibility and pass it on to our governments. We also sell our lives for money. Yeah, that's the big problem here, and we are dealing with a system of money which is based on interest, and the interest makes it so difficult because if you know there. What many people don't know is that the federal banking systems this is private and not federal. I mean, FedEx is not federal either, right? Just because it's in a name, it doesn't make it federal. And so this is all private, and you should be aware of that. Any banknote that you have I don't. I'm lacking a word here. How do you call this money that is fake money? We call it Blüten in Germany. You know, it's false money. How'd you call it? It's like printed illegal money, right? You know, and you pay with it, and it's wrong. You know, it's not. Actually, every piece of paper money that you have in your hands is false money because the money mafia makes it. If you think that the banking corporations are interested in money, you have a big mistake in your mind, because they are not interested in money. They are making money, yeah, and buying us for it, because they only give it away as loans, you know, and in order to the interest, you know, if you have an amount of $1,000, this is all the money that exists, and you give everything of it away as credits, as loans, and you want to have like 10% interest. Where's the interest gonna come from? So one of these guys at least has to lose. So now about 80% of the world is on the loser side, because the money is always coming closer together to the rich ones. The poor ones are getting poorer, the rich ones are getting richer, and so there comes this scissor, which you know this is there, and you cannot get it away. You can get rid of it as long as you're playing the old game with the money. So on September 7th, 2008, we will have a chance to bring an end to this old game. So if you want to know more of this, just check my videos and ask me if you want to know more, and just spread the word. We're going to change this. We're going to take back the responsibility for our own lives. And I want to thank you for the option to say this here. And I keep on making more English videos just to practice my English. Because I want to see my mom again, and when I see her, my English has to be better. So I take this here as practice. Thank you for listening to me, and see you next time. Bye bye.